Rita, thank you very much indeed. Hello, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had a good day. Now, coming up on the programme tonight, the man who flew to Turkey to get his teeth fixed because he couldn't find a dentist here. Going to be talking about this tonight. Would you be prepared to go abroad to have dental work? What does it say about the state of dentistry in this country, and how difficult have you found it to get an appointment? Would you go abroad? Maybe you've already been. Get in touch with us. We're going to be talking about this tonight. If you want to email in, the email address is there, or follow me on Twitter, Peter_Levy. Tweet now, get it straight away here in the studio. Look forward to hearing from you. All of the day's news, of course, including a murder investigation begins after a woman dies in an East Yorkshire town. Also tonight, how snout power is helping plants and insects to thrive on a Lincolnshire estate. And a Hollywood film star makes a surprise visit to look at antiques in a Lincolnshire village. Busy programme. Good evening, young man.
You'll be in that lineup then, Peter. A cold and at times wintry week to come. Join me for that all-important detailed forecast.
Yes, when David Moore's dentist shut down, he was only days away from an appointment to get his broken tooth fixed. And to his horror, he discovered there wasn't a single dentist in his hometown of Bridlington who was taking on new patients. Marie, thank you very much indeed. It's not just Bridlington either. Just reading this from Sarah Gott. I had an NHS dentist for years until he decided to stop doing NHS work due to the amount of paperwork required. You can't get an NHS dentist in Grantham for love nor money. Well, let us know what you think about this one. If you're struggling to see a dentist at the moment, have you considered visiting one abroad for treatment like David has done? Maybe you're receiving treatment from an overseas dentist already. Are you looking at going to Turkey? Here's how to get in touch. Maybe you already got booked in to go to Turkey or thinking about it, or maybe you wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. Let me know and your views on dentists tonight. If you want to get in touch, the email address is there. Text number 81333, 81333. Start text with the word Look North, or follow me on Twitter and tweet. Now, we'll have some at the end of the programme, and of course you've got all evening. We'll have some more tomorrow night as usual. A man remains in police custody this evening following the discovery of a woman's body at a house in Market Wheaton in East Yorkshire. The 39-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of murder. Crispin Rolfe has this report. The notorious prisoner Charles Bronson says he wants to apologise to an art teacher he took hostage at Hull Prison in 1999. A Hull-based charity which helps armed forces veterans is holding its first meetings in Scunthorpe this week. Hull for Heroes will use the new Armed Forces hub in the town to host talking groups in memory of two people who took their own lives after serving in the army. We'll be hearing more about that in a moment. But first, Joe Makel has visited the Scunthorpe hub to see that the work that they do. Paul, why do you think so many veterans suffer when they're back in normal life again?
Well, it's a strange transition coming into civilian life. It's just a bit of a struggle. You've spent so much time in the armed forces and run a certain type of life, and now back into civilian life. Obviously, it's completely different to where you were.
But here's a word from one of your greatest supporters, Nick Knowles.
Hull for Heroes was born out of people who understood it, people who had been through tough times, people who had considered suicide, people who had considered ending it all, people who had lived rough.
Now, tonight's photograph, here it is. It was Cleethorpes, taken by Cheryl Mortlock. Cheryl, thank you very much indeed. We love to get the pictures, keep them coming in. We'll have another picture tomorrow night, round about the same time. Good evening, young man. How are you?
How are you doing, Peter? I tell you what, you'll never get away with calling me Small Paul again, will you?
Can I just say, your head has never looked so big.
Oh, that must be nice for the viewers.
And by the way, there's a lot of light bouncing off that forehead now.
Oh, I bet there is. It's like a beacon. I've had one or two messages, I don't know what happened, but saying actually you look better in the dark, Peter. Would you like to enlighten me?
The lights went out on Friday night, and a lot of people thought it was an improvement, to be absolutely honest.
Well, definitely. Let's turn them off again. Anyway, let me give you the forecast, because that's more important. And does look as though we're going to see a cold snap of weather this week. Some ice in the forecast, certainly some sharp frosts, top temperatures 4 Celsius. But the plus is there will be a lot more sunshine around than we've been used to of late. A sharp frost tomorrow night, a sunny day on Wednesday, and then Thursday sees cloud and rain preceded perhaps by some sleet and snow for a time. Peter, that's the forecast.
Yeah, I can see right up your nostrils as well. It's not a pretty
Oh,
sight.
blimey. I will have to get my nose razor out then.
You can look down on me every day, which you will find that quite easy.
It's a real treat. I mean, just look at the size of me. I look ridiculous.
Have a nice evening.
See you, Peter.
All right, take care. Now, a group of pigs in Lincolnshire has been given a very special job. Their job is to turn over soil in huge quantities and make it a better place for plants and insects to thrive. Well, after the programme on Friday, there was a big response, just a few. Sue in Mablethorpe says, speed limits are there for the safety of everyone. If you are speeding, you are guilty of a crime, so don't do it and you won't get caught. Thank you, Sue. James says, it's a cash cow. Why don't they prosecute slow drivers? They cause a lot of accidents too. And George is in Lincoln says, no problem with the police using various methods to catch people speeding, but can they make the same effort to deal with antisocial behaviour, theft and burglary? Thank you very much indeed for all of those. Now, when staff at Hemswell Antique Centre north of Lincoln went to work last Friday, they were prepared for many things. Customers may be looking for rare items, collectors in search of hidden gems, but no one, literally no one, was expecting a visit from one of the world's most famous pirates. It's a great story. Here's Lizzie Steele. Thank you for those. Keep them coming in. We'll have some more tomorrow night, as usual. Thank you for watching. Have a nice evening. See you later on. Bye for now.